Hello and welcome back to the TorontoWebsiteDeveloper.com. I am Peter Jaworski, the Toronto Website Developer specializing in Drupal. And in this third video tutorial, in the second series on creating an e-commerce site using Drupal and Ubercart, we're going to take a look at Ubercart discount coupons. This is something that I get a lot of emails about from different users, as well as comments on my website and YouTube. Specifically, how do we use discount coupons on our site to add things like volume discounts, or allow users to enter a discount coupon and check out on the site. So because of that, I thought I'd move this video tutorial up in this series, so we'll be tackling it right away. Hopefully you can incorporate this into your existing Ubercart site. Now, before you actually go ahead and download this, just make sure to get the proper module version. This will probably be uploaded or updated by the time you stumble across this video. But you just want to make sure that you're matching up the version of the module we're downloading with the version of Ubercart that you're using. So if you're sticking with the video tutorial series, you should have the most up-to-date version of Ubercart. So you should be able to get the most up-to-date version of this module. That being 7.x-2.1 alpha 7. So I've gone ahead, I've downloaded that. You should be familiar with how to do that from the previous video tutorial series. But we're going to go over to the modules listing and we're going to enable the module. So you'll see after you download that, you're going to get 3 different modules that come with this. And these will be listed under Ubercart payment. So I'm almost there. You'll see we've got Ubercart discounts, discount coupons, discount coupon purchase, and extended workflow. So we'll go ahead and we'll save this. Now what I previously should have mentioned is that we are going to go ahead and cover 4 different topics. So the first topic is going to be how do you create just general coupons on your site so that a user can enter a 50% off coupon and get 50% off. So that's the first thing we're going to cover. Second thing we're going to cover is how do we send users who just submitted an order a coupon for the next time that they want to purchase from the site. So the idea being they completed an order and then they get a 20% off coupon next time they submit an order. I'll show you how to do that. Then what we're going to do is take a look at volume discounts. So if a user orders 6 products, they get 10% off. If they order 20 or they order 10 products, they're going to get 20% off. Last thing we're going to take a look at is how do you send a coupon to a new user as soon as they register for the site. And that registration can come after they actually submit an order. So why don't we go ahead and get started with that. Once we enable these modules, if we go to store configuration, we'll see we've got coupon module settings now. So we'll go ahead and we'll check that off. And first thing that we've got is the default line item title format. And so what this is when you add a coupon, you get a line item on your cart, and this is the default settings for that, but you can always change it per coupon. So I'm going to leave it as UC coupon code. It makes most sense. So whatever the code is that the person will be entering. And I'm going to make sure that they can actually see the coupon as a line item in the cart. You can take that off if you'd like to, but more information for the user I think is beneficial. One thing I'll draw your attention to, coupon submission form components. If you want a field that a user can enter a coupon in on the cart page, you're going to want coupon code entry field checked off. If you don't want that there and you're just doing automatic volume discounts, you can take that off. This activate coupons table versus active coupons list. This is just how those coupons are going to be shown once a person actually has them active on their order. So I prefer the table look, but again, this is a personal preference. Now, allowing multiple coupons to apply to a single order, this can again be changed per coupon, so we'll go ahead, I'm going to have that checked off. And again, default redemption is just default settings, I'm going to leave it as single. And now, order status to mark coupon used, I'm just going to flag this for you. When a user submits an order on my site and they haven't paid for it, it's as pending. So if you're doing this and you only want coupons to be used a certain number of times, you might want to change this to pending, but again, it depends on your order workflow. So just be conscious of that. And then obviously your expiration time, whether or not it's local versus server configuration. So we'll go ahead and save this. Now what we're going to do is create an actual coupon. So we'll go ahead, add new coupon. This is under store coupons, add new coupon. And coupon name. We're going to create just a 50% off coupon. And what this is going to do is provide a discount of 50%. So those are the first 3 fields that we will fill in. But we also want to make sure that this coupon is active is checked off. So make sure to check that off. Now you'll notice we've skipped 2 settings here. We've got the bulk coupon codes and then we've got the coupon purchase options. We'll come back to coupon purchase options after. But bulk coupon codes, essentially what this allows you to do is bulk generate any coupon codes. So if for whatever reason you want to create 10 different 50% off coupons and only allow them to be used once, you can go ahead, click that off, and bulk generate them. And then it'll add 8 random digits to the end of the coupon. I'm not going to show you how to do that. I think it's straightforward, and that would be a specific use case, not something that I see very often. As I mentioned, we'll come back to coupon purchase options. Now, where we apply the discount to, obviously you have some nice control over this. So order subtotal is where I'm going to leave it. Again, personal preference. Requiring all products to match. So this just, again, it's exactly as it reads here. You'll reject an order if it contains products that aren't applicable to the coupon. You have the ability to restrict this coupon per date, so you could always change this and make it a week-long coupon, to try to incentivize people to purchase at a certain time. And then this maximum number of redemptions, the maximum number of redemptions per user. We'll come back to that when we're looking at other things, but adding in 0 allows you to make it unlimited, or you can actually add in a specific number. Now, when we scroll down here, we've got some real fine-grained controls on how this coupon is actually used. And so the first one, the minimum order limits. Essentially, if you want to have a coupon apply to an order, if somebody's spent $50 or bought 10 items, you can do that here. And you can make sure that it only is applicable to certain products. So that's what that checkbox is. We'll come back to this when we're doing automatic volume discounts. So we won't spend too much time now. But the applicable product classes, so this is based on the first video tutorial series. You remember that when you create Ubercart, you create these different product classes, which are essentially a way to think about it as like different product types, so or content types. So if you go to structure content types, you see I've got product and product kit, right? So those are the classes that I have available. So you could restrict this to certain product types. So if you were selling appliances, let's say, you could just have your appliances apply to certain coupons that we'll be creating. Applicable products, again, pretty straightforward. If you just want to apply them to certain products, you can do that here, get specific. This is nice if you have, like a small number of products, but if you have thousands of products, you're going to run into trouble there, and that's where these next few settings are helpful. The applicable SKUs, if you have your SKUs set up in a certain way so that, all of your appliances start with a certain SKU, you can do A and then an asterisk for the wildcard, and it'll apply to all of those specific SKUs, so that's kind of nice. The taxonomy term, again, just another option to do something similar. If you're selling all of your, let's say I'm selling all of my pictures of Bailey and they're all tagged as pictures, I can just put in a term and this coupon will only apply to those taxonomy terms of pictures. User restriction, again, if you have a small number of users on your site, you can restrict this to certain users, or you can take that to the broad scale and use the actual roles. Maybe you have users that have signed up for your site for over a year and you want to apply them a discount. Create a role that's, over a year or something like that, and then you can go ahead and have this discount only apply to them. So that's kind of cool. Combinations, again, we'll come back to this with volume discounts, but essentially this allows you to if you want to combine with other coupons, that's the ability. And the reason why this is empty is because we haven't actually created any coupons yet. Last thing that I'll show you that I think is pretty neat and I think you would want to use is this message. So anytime anybody applies a coupon, you can say, congrats, you've just earned a savings of... And then you can actually take the value of the coupon, which is pretty neat, right? A nice token there, and it'll tell them how much they've actually saved. So we can go ahead and save that coupon. Now we see that we've got an active coupon, so if we go to a cart, oh, just ignore this. This is something I've got to come back and fix after, so don't worry about it. You shouldn't be seeing that. It's just because of me walking through the video tutorial series previously. So here the coupon code, this is 50 off. So we'll apply it to the order. And again, ignore the errors. But you'll see here, congrats, you've just earned a savings of $5 is what they're saving, right? Because it's 50% off. And it's an actual line item. So that's pretty neat. So that's actually creating a coupon and being able to apply it to an order. Now what we'll take a look at is adding a coupon code to a product as a feature so that when a person orders that product, they get a specific coupon email to them. So we'll look at our content. So we'll go over to Pete's Awesome Product and we'll edit this. And so this is an existing product. Obviously you would want to create a product and have features enabled. So if we click over to features, you'll see now that we've got this coupon creation. We can go ahead and add. But what I forgot to show you already was you've got to go to coupons and we've got to add an inactive coupon. So if I click add, I'm going to get an error. It's going to say I don't have any inactive coupons. So I'll click on this link. And now I'm going to create another coupon name. And so this coupon will be, we'll make it $15 off. $15. Really having trouble typing. And so you don't want to check off is active. We're going to put it at $15 here. Just leave it as 15 and it'll automatically take that as a currency. And you also want to take a look at coupon purchase options. And so what this does is this will add an additional random string of text to the end of $15 off to create unique coupons for people. And again, if you had a specific date for your coupon, so if it only lasted a week, you could then click this off and it would automatically take that week, that date range, and just make it relative to when the person actually purchased the order and got the coupon. So that's what that checkbox was. Now, so don't worry about requiring all coupons to match. We don't want to restrict it by date. Maximum number of coupon redemptions, 1. We just want this person to be able to use the coupon that we emailed to them once, so that's all that's going to be. And we don't have any of the order limits or anything like that. We can just go ahead and save the coupon. So now we've got this inactive coupon. If we go back to our product, so we'll just go back a couple pages here, and we'll go to add. Now when we add, we'll see that we can add this to a specific SKU or model, so we'll just go any. And the base coupon is going to be our only inactive coupon, so we'll just leave that as $15 off, and we can save this feature. Now, if we go back to our cart, if we check out with PayPal, and we'll submit the order. Now when we actually go to store orders, we can take a look at the newest order, and we'll see that it's pending. And so you'll see here it doesn't mention anything about the coupon, but if we complete the order, and this obviously would happen when they submit the payment and PayPal tells us, because we're in a test environment, that didn't happen, but we can go ahead and hit update. And now we see that we've got coupon created with code, and this full $15 off code was created, and it was sent to the user. And the user would get an email that said something like this: you know, thanks for your order, here's your new coupon code. And that is actually a customizable message, and it's all done through rules. It's an automatic rule that's created when you actually enable the modules that we're talking about. And you'll see down here, notify customer when a single coupon is purchased. If you go in to edit that, you can then send email regarding coupon purchase. You can edit this as well. And you'll see if you scroll down, here's the actual message format. This is what the order or the user got, and so you could customize this to be whatever you want to be. So that's why that email looked like it did, is because it's actually defined here. So that's how you provide a coupon to a customer who's actually purchased a specific product on your site. But if, let's say you want to apply an automatic discount to an order, depending upon how much the user spends or how many products are in their cart, we can go ahead and do that now. And it's going to be based upon rules as well, but what we need to do is actually create some coupons for that. So let's go back and we'll add a coupon. And we'll call this coupon we'll call it 10%. Right? And so we'll copy that, and the coupon code is going to be auto 10%, and it's going to be active, and it's going to be 10%, and it's going to apply to the subtotal. And we want this to be unlimited because it's always going to apply to automatic orders. Or you could say that, you know, this will only apply to the first 100 orders, right? You want to make sure that you're out there, and that way you can create a little bit of incentive for your users. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll save this. Actually, we'll add a message here that says, congrats, you've qualified for an automatic discount of, and we'll put on the coupon here, just like we did previously, the value, and we'll go ahead and we'll save that. Okay. We also want to add another one, and this will be 20% off, so that we'll do them tiered. I'll show you how to do that. So we'll go add new coupon, and we'll call this auto 20%, right? Auto 20%. Those don't have to be the same. I'm just doing them the same. We'll enable that, and this is going to be 20%. It's going to apply to the subtotal, and want this to be unlimited. And we are going to do combinations. So allow this coupon to be combined only with those selected below. If you do not select any coupons, this coupon may not be combined. We don't want it to be combined, so we want to make sure that that's checked off. So that's good. We can go ahead and save the coupon. This way, somebody can't get an automatic 20% off and then add a 50% off coupon, right? That would just be crazy. So what we're going to do now is we've got those set up. We'll go back to workflow, do rules, and we're going to add a rule to check how many products are in the cart. So we'll do this. We'll say automatic, auto discount 10%, right? And so we'll tag this as an Ubercart and a coupon, in case we have a lot of rules. And you'll see that coupon actually provides some different events that we can look at. And one of those events is check for an automatic discount. And I'm assuming that the code is written to check when the cart is updated, when a product's added, or when a product's deleted. And I say assuming because I've tested each one of those and it all works. So there's a hook that's fired, looks for those, and then checks for rules. So let's add a condition. Our first condition is going to be how many products order number of products are in there. Sorry, number of products are in our order. So leave this data selector as current order, right? You want it looking at the order that's available to it right then. And we're going to apply this to all products, right? Obviously you could select products you want to apply this to, but mine are all products. And here we're going to do this as a value. So this is going to be 6. Somebody orders 6 of a product, they're going to get a discount. So I'm choosing total is greater than or equal to 6. Go ahead and save that. Now let's add an action. We want this to be, let's apply the discount. So apply a coupon to the order is the automatic default. We'll go ahead and hit continue. And then here, the value coupon is going to be the 10% off, automatic, right? And here for the mode, this is going to be an automatic discount. So make sure you have the second one checked off. You can go ahead and save that. But the one hiccup, the thing that we still have to do is we've got to make sure that if they order 10 or more, they're going to get another discount. So we don't want this this coupon applied to any order that has less than 6 products or 10 or more products. So we're going to add and. We'll go ahead and hit continue. And what we're going to do, and we'll check again the order, the number of products in the order. Right, so here we've got current order, leave that as is. We're going to check all products again. And we're going to do this value as 10, right? 10 or more. And this is greater than or equal to, right? So if it's 10 or more, we want this to apply. And what we want to do is negate this. And what that means when you save this is it's going to check to see if there are 6 products. So if there are 6 products, that returns the true value. But it's also going to look at this other condition. And this other condition is going to say if there are 10 or more products, return a false. And those two combined return false, and this rule will not apply. So that's how we get around the 10 or more products where we'll add another rule. So we can go ahead and save this. And so, again, just as a brief recap, 6 to 9, including 9, the coupon will be applied. Other than that, it will not be applied. So we've got to go back to rules, and we've got to add a new rule. And this rule will be auto, we'll say 20%. And we're going to tag this again as Ubercart coupon, no E. And we're going to react to check for automatic discount. Now here we're going to add a condition. Condition is going to be products again. Then we're going to do all products, value of 10. And then we're going to check greater than or equal to. We'll go ahead and save. Now we're going to add another action. This is just like before. We're going to add a current coupon. We're going to select our coupon of 20%. Make sure it's automatically applied. And go ahead and save that. So with all that done, we can go back to our home screen. And we've got to add some products to the cart. So we'll go ahead and add this. And we'll see we've got 1 product in there. No discount applied. If we go to 6 products, update the cart. We've got automatic 10% applied. That's great. And then if we go to 10 products, update the cart. We've got automatic 20% applied, and the 10% is removed. And if we go to 100, we keep it as a 20% discount. So that's awesome. So that's automatic discounts. You can do those tiered. Now if you had 3 different tiers, let's say 6 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 plus, you would just repeat that first step that we did, adding the condition with the and or, and do your 3 tiers is the exact same thing. So that's automatic discounts. The last thing that we're going to take a look at is going to take 2 seconds, but it's also in the rules. You'll see it comes predefined, it's just inactive. And this is an email where a user registers. That's the event that's going to happen. A new user is created. They're going to get a discount. Or sorry, a coupon emailed to them. And you can just go ahead, edit this, change the coupon that's actually applied, follow the same steps that we covered in this video tutorial, same principles. But again, I wanted to show you that because that's kind of neat. When a user buys a product from you, typically they have an account set up. So it's a great way to entice users to automatically go and purchase something else once they've already gone ahead and made their initial purchase from you, right? Get them coming back to the site. So that's it for this video tutorial. Pretty straightforward. There was a lot to cover. I moved pretty quickly because I didn't want to do it over 2 video tutorials, so I hope this helped. Again, if you have any questions, leave a comment. Let me know either on my site or YouTube. You can always check out ubercart.org/forum, and please leave a thumbs up if this helped you. Always appreciate getting those, and those help out helping YouTube find out some user interaction. So we'll see you in the next video tutorial. Take care.